By the way, sir, no sounds ka po.
All right. Sorry for that grabbing bloopers. But anyways, guys, what I'm trying to say here, sorry, I'm so excited kasi boss. So let me just start here na lang. Let me introduce to you, guys, si Sir JC De Las Alas. Can you introduce yourself, sir? Ayan, naririnig ba ako, sir? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Ayan.
you now. Okay.
Ayan. So, pero siguro meron tayong mga technical issues, but it's fine. It's okay. So, sir, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay, so first of all, maybe I was on mute earlier. Okay.
Yeah,
My name is
siguro.
Jan Cedric de las Alas. I am a data analytics manager at a Fortune 500 company, and I've been in data analytics industry for the past 7 years and counting. So I also did a bit of freelancing before, way back 2022. So I work at the same time I do freelancing on the side. So if you have any questions about freelancing or the life in a corporate world, what makes it fun or which life is better, you can ask on the comment section.
All right. So, as an expert or as a veteran on this industry, sir, ano yung mga naging achievements mo?
Okay. For achievements, I've been an employee of the quarter for Accenture way back. I can't remember the year. 2020, I guess. 2019. And then I've also facilitated boot camp. So aside from my actual work, I do boot camp for new hires in Accenture. So I teach those newcomers from Accenture, and then teach them the tools that we use in Accenture, which is data analytics as well. And other achievements is I have been globally certified for Oracle, multiple certifications, and Tableau as well, Google, Northwestern University, organizational leadership, and then Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt. Yun pa lang
Ay-
naman so far. And
Ayan.
proud business owner din ng AHA Innovations, Millennial Business Academy, and Millennial Business Innovations.
Wow, grabe. Nakakahiya naman kasi ang laki-laki ng achievement. But sir, you've mentioned about AHA Innovations. Can you tell us more about this? What is this and what can ano yung parang magiging benefit nito if somebody will use this?
So, AHA Innovations is a new trendsetter, no? In terms of doing freelancing or just managing your business alone. Because AHA Innovations combines different technology, different aspects of business such as marketing, social media management, automations, email marketing, SMS marketing, and at the same time, we can do unlimited websites and as well
Wow.
as unlimited funnels, unlimited blogs, unlimited contact lists, and at the same time, you will be blown out by the price of it for all
Ga
that services.
Kaya nga, I am so excited to promote kasi partner po kami ni Sir JC and AHA
Yes.
Innovations. And I'm so excited to release all of those contents in the future. But I believe that this will be a very great start to kickstart our collaboration, sir. No? So with no further ado, sir, I will leave the floor to you, and you can share anytime you want. Take it
Okay.
away.
So let me just share my screen and let me know if you can see it. Mm, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen now.
Okay. So um since you can see my screen now, let's start. Okay. So, good evening again to everyone, and we will start our webinar for how to become a data analyst from scratch. Okay. So, let me just ask you before proceed with the general topic. What do you think is a data analyst? Do you have any idea what data analysts do? What is the job? Please comment on the comment section if you have any idea on what a data analyst do. Yes, meron daw siyang idea. So, basically, ayan. So, BA Rookie says that data analysis uses tools and techniques to gather, analyze, and interpret data, ultimately helping businesses make informed decisions. Tamang-tama, no? Actually, sa next slide natin, yan din yung definition natin, no? So, almost. So, data analytics converts raw big data into actionable and meaningful insights and trends that help businesses to make the right decisions, solve problems, foster business growth, and shape businesses' processes. So, basically, guys, data analytics is very important today in helping owners or business owners like me and other business owners like you to come up with a decision using data. Kasi it will be biased decision kung ang pagbabasihan lang natin is yung our own gut or own perception without nothing to base it on, 'di ba? So parang kunyari gusto ko lang makipag-partner dito kasi mabait siya. Pero in reality, yun lang yung qualities na meron siya. Kunyari, hindi siya magaling as a business partner or wala siyang business acumen. So, in reality, pag nakipag-partner ka lang dahil mabait siya, possible or mataas yung chance na bumagsak yung business nyo kasi wala naman siyang background or business acumen. It's just that na gusto mo yung personality niya. 'Di ba? So, ayan. Yan yung just one of the uses. So, for this webinar, let us learn the reasons behind data analytics popularity, who data analysts are, essential steps for transitioning to data analytics, and data analytics career paths and earnings. And you can ask me all the questions you have about data or data analytics. All right. So, I already introduced myself earlier. Hindi na natin papahabain, pero these are just some of my credentials and background. So, CEO of Millennial Business Innovations, founder of MBA, and I already said this all earlier. So, let's just proceed. So, ayan. You can add me on the LinkedIn, connect with me on the LinkedIn as well. So, meron akong kapangalan dyan sa LinkedIn. So, make sure na ito yung i-add nyo, yung may ganyang profile picture and background. Okay. So, ayan. All right. Let's proceed. So, para lang dun sa mga nagwo-wonder kung paano magi-start yung career nila, I can just show you how I started my career, no. Hindi naman ako like sobrang galing kaagad nung nagsimula. So, after I graduated college, hindi naman din ako magaling na programmer, hindi ako magaling sa math, hindi ako magaling sa mga technicalities, but what I'm good at is logic, communication, and I believe na yung pagbibigay ng insights. So, back then, I didn't know that it was a job, giving insights or giving opinions about certain things. Pero, ayun, when I started my career in Accenture, there was an assessment and they put me in the associate software engineer role where I I did business intelligence and basically the start of my data analytics career. So back then hindi pa ganito ka-advance yung data analytics. More on tabular format lang yung mga data na hinahandle namin, mga Excel or SQL database. Pero ngayon kasi ang dami ng data na pumapasok like from social media. This webinar that we are doing is a form of data rin, no? And the one that we are getting like our tweets or mga video, shorts, yan. Type of data rin siya, which is later tatakal natin kung ano ba siya, anong type ba siya ng data. So, 2019, new project, same position. So, makikita nyo, hindi naman pagkapasok ko sa trabaho, promote ka agad, parang magaling ka agad. So, tagal din ng dinaanan. Parang 3 years din ako bago na-promote and ang dami ko ring ginawa. So 2021 tsaka pa lang ako na-promote after pandemic and after magkaubusan ng empleyado 'no. Kasi ito yung during the massive layoff. So ayan, fortunately hindi tayo natanggal and bagkus na-promote pa tayo. So 2022 I feel burnt out din kasi that time 2021 on handling multiple projects and in with different clients all at the same time. Although hindi naman gano'n kahirap yung trabaho para sa akin, pero the burden of just communicating all day and having to do different things all at once, parang nakaka-burnout siya para sa akin that time. So ayun, fortunately may nag-offer sa akin a job as a team lead 2022, which is my company now, Schneider Electric, and very fortunate that it is a great culture. This company has a great culture, great work ethics yung mga tao, and most employees here are tenured. They work 15, 25 years. So I feel very blessed na dito ako napunta. So 2023 I started my online boot camps. So hindi pa siya official na business, no, parang testing the waters pa lang 2023. And then 2024, ayan, sinimulan na natin to launch the business officially, and I also started my masters in information technology kasi it will be parang unfair lang din sa mga students kung yung mismong nagtuturo is walang gano'ng kabigat na credentials like masters in information technology. At the same time, it would assure them ng quality na binibigay sa kanila in terms of learning. So 2025 na-promote na as data analytics manager. So now in the present, ayan, kaka-promote lang as a manager. So 'yun. Ano bang nag-i-inspire sa akin sa data analytics field? So work-life balance or kinross natin yung balance kasi I believe in work-life harmony. I do not believe that we can balance our life na parang 8 hours dito, 8 hours dito. There will be time na yung energy natin is 100% sa work and parang 20% lang sa bahay, and then parang sa minsan 100% sa bahay pero parang ayaw mo naman mag-work. So it will be parang tinitimpla mo, no? You'll need to find the harmony in your work life, no? Kasi hindi siya parang basta-basta lang mababalance eh. Parang you cannot attain that, and if you keep pursuing work-life balance as a whole, parang you'll feel unfulfilled for me. So for me, that inspires me, work-life harmony, and give meaning to raw data and turn it into an actionable insights. So, di ba parang nakakatuwa na yung simpleng data lang naman nakikita mo, pero after mo siya gawin into actionable insights wherein the company makes decision that improves the standing or the profits of the company, parang ang sarap sa feeling na parang ang simple lang nung ginawa mo pero in reality yung impact niya malaki. So para sa akin, very fulfilling and very rewarding. Siyempre high salary. That's why you will see a lot of data analytics job postings and promotions. Kasi data analytics is just starting in the Philippines, pero in other countries ang tagal na nilang nagsimula. So, ang napakalaki pa ng untapped potential dito sa Philippine market for data analytics, and at the same time yung market very competitive din magbigay ng salary. So, ayan. Number 4 is revolutionary field. As we all know it, AI is feeding off the data. Basically, hindi magra-run yung mga AI, yung mga ChatGPT, yung mga Meta AI natin, and yung Gemini kung wala yung mga data na ginagawa ng mga data analysts, data engineers, data scientists. So, ayun. Future proof, and the work that we are doing today is necessarily, especially in the age of AI where data is the new oil. So, gaya nga ng sabi ko, yung data siya yung parang bagong ginto or bagong oil on this age without data, parang ang hirap gumalaw ng halos lahat. Lalo na yung mga chat GPT nyo or yung mga AI tools na ginagamit nyo, hindi siya magfa-function without data. It will not function properly without data and it will not give you accurate results without data. Pero ano nga ba yung data? So, data is defined as a collection of individual facts or statistics. Data is a raw form of knowledge and on its own doesn't carry any significance or purpose. So, basically daw, sabi dito, si data, garbage siya on its own. Okay? Wala tayong makukuha kung magbabase lang tayo dun sa mismong raw data. We need to process it. So, data can come in the form of text, observation, figures, images, numbers, graphs, or symbols. Ano naman yung information? Si information, siya yung processed data. The usual means of presenting information include words, language, ideas, or thoughts. 'Di ba? So, yung information natin, yung sinasabi kong basura kanina, pag pinrocess natin siya, magiging siyang information which can be used to make decisions. Take note of the word can be used. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pwede, pero hindi, not all the time. It's not absolute na you can use any information to make informed decisions. Okay? Minsan kasi hindi enough yung information na nandoon. You need to dig deeper pa to come up with a rational decision or sound decision. So, ayun. Ito, para mas madaling analogy lang natin dun sa data analytics, no? Yung raw data, parang ganito, yung Rubik's Cube na pera-peraso. So, pagpalagay natin na wala ka pang idea kung ano yung Rubik's Cube, ano yung ginagawa ng Rubik's Cube. Pero nakakita ka ng mga pera-perasong cube na single na nakakalat sa daan or sa sahig. So, isipin mo ngayon, para saan ba to? Parang kalat lang siya, di ba? Parang, ano bang gagawin ko dito? Pero parang you have a hint of pwede siyang buuin, 'di ba? So you process it, binuo mo, ginawa mo siyang information. Pero yung information na 'yon, kung makikita natin dito, hindi siya yung full context nun. Hindi siya yung game, hindi siya paano laruin yung game. Oo, maiikot-ikot mo siya, pero anong end result nun? Dapat ba makabuo tayo ng fish? Dapat ba makabuo tayo ng tank na pattern? 'Di ba hindi naman? Yung fish and tank is just one way to attain our goal para mabuo yung Rubik's Cube, 'di ba? So, yung business insight, siya yung kabuuan na. Siya basically yung insights na binibigay natin sa stakeholders with all the context, with all the preparation, with all the risks considered, with all the necessarily information na kailangan para makapag-decide. So basically, binibigay natin siya sa ating mga executives or stakeholders who make decisions for us. So, ayan. Basically, siya yung kabuuan na yon. And marami ring magtatanong panigurado sa inyo, pero paano naman po kami mag-i-start ng pagiging data analyst? Parang medyo techy naman siya, pero not really, no? If you have a roadmap like this, you get started and sinundan-sundan mo siya, mas madali mo siyang magugulat ka na lang, tapos mo na siya. And at the same time, you learned a highly valuable skills. And etong skill na data analyst, hindi lang siya for data analytics, no? Hindi lang siya para sa pag-analyze ng data. Marami pa siyang tulong in your life as well, in making difficult decisions, in making the right choices, yung tipong niloko-loko ka na ng ex mo, ilang beses na siya nag-cheat, nag stay ka pa rin. So, hindi mo pinagbabasihan yung historical data, di ba? So, hindi mo pinapansin yung historical data, kaya yung decision mo is mali, di ba? Kasi nag stay ka pa rin sa toxic na tao. So, ayan, no? Pero pag meron ka ng data analytics background, for sure, ma-realize mo sa sarili mo na you are worth more than that to be able na para tanggapin pa siya. So, hindi mo na tatanggapin and just proceed with your life and move on, no? Kasi that's why we have data eh, para matuto tayo sa mga mistakes natin. So, yan. Konting hugot lang tayo for this night. Ayan. So, for data analytics fundamentals naman, una dito is kailangan natin matutunan yung mindset, and then five types of analytics, and then data analysis life cycle, and last but not the least is the communications. Okay. So dito mindset, no. Familiar ba kayo kay Simon Sinek? So sa mga hindi, usually sa webinars ko hindi sila familiar kay Simon Sinek. But Simon Sinek is an author of Golden Circle and Start with Why. So dito sa Start with Why, basically sinasabi niya lang hanapin natin yung purpose natin sa buhay. Okay? So si Y siya yung inner core or innermost circle ng Golden Circle. Yung Y is yung purpose mo. Bakit mo ginagawa 'to? So example, yung purpose ng webinar na 'to is to help people learn about data analytics and give them the option to consider shifting to this career since it is industry agnostic. Ano ba yung industry agnostic? Ibig sabihin lahat ng industry, manufacturing, finance, food, ano pa ba? Engineering, lahat gumagamit ng analytics. Lahat pwedeng pasukin yung data analytics. So, if you are an engineer and papasok ka as a data analyst, pwede. Okay? Mas mabilis ka makakapag-career shift kung yung papasokan mong company is an engineering company rin, 'di ba? Kasi you know more about the industry. So, mas makakapagbigay ka ng business insights. Okay? Yung how naman, siya yung middle circle natin, nire-represent niya yung process or approach para ma-achieve natin yung why. So, it is about your unique way of doing things, and how is closely linked to your strengths, skills, and the actions you take to fulfill your why. So, make our webinar free but still give them the quality of education they need to start their career in data analytics. Okay. So, syempre, kung may purpose tayo, dapat malaman din natin paano natin gagawin yung purpose natin, 'di ba? So, katulad nito, make our webinar free but still give them the quality of education they need to start their career in data analytics, 'di ba? Magbibigay na rin lang tayo, but di na natin gandahan or but di pa natin lamanan para mas marami pa pang matutunan yung mga tao. Okay? Yung what naman, ito yung last sa ating golden circle. Ito yung outermost. Basically, what do you do? Important siya, pero it's not the starting point. And what you do is a byproduct of your how and why. So, example, we do this live webinars and interactive teaching with personal mentoring using our Facebook group chat, or in this case, our live via VA Rookies. Ayan. Para bigyan natin yung knowledge, 'di ba, na kailangan ng mga tao ngayon. So, ano ba yung five types of analytics? So, context dito guys, 2023 ko pa 'to ginawa. Pero tignan nyo yung power ng analytics. So, descriptive answers to the question, what happened? So, dito, what is the trend for Bitcoin this 2023? 'Di ba? So, nung 2023, ang sabi ko, uptrend, no? So, bakit siya uptrend? So, bakit? Bakit mag-uptrend si Bitcoin during the 2023? Kasi halving. So, ibig sabihin, bumababa yung supply niya and tumataas yung demand niya. And what happened, no? What happened? Ano yung what will happen? So, Bitcoin might hit 100K in the next few years. 2023 ko to sinabi, guys. 2024 na hit ni Bitcoin lagpas 100K. Okay. January na hit din ni Bitcoin yung highest niya, no? Peak 115, I think. So, ibig sabihin, power of analysis, no? Kung may idea na tayo kung paano nagwo-work yung data analytics, pwede rin natin siya apply sa stocks, pwede natin siya apply sa crypto, pwede natin siya apply sa forex. So, prescriptive naman, ano yung dapat natin gawin para pumaldo or kumita dito, no, sa insight na to? So, invest the money that you could afford to lose in Bitcoin before 2024 onwards. So, kung nag-invest kayo before 2024 onwards, malamang sa malamang paldong-paldo na kayo ngayon. So, ayan. And cognitive, it answers to the question, what can be improved or automated? So, 'di ba meron yung sa mga bangko natin na auto deposit. So, pwede na save ka at least $20 per month so you can have something to invest. Kung automatic na siya nata-transfer, wala ka ng dapat gawin and automatic na invest ka na, hindi ka na maiiwan. Kahit bumaba siya or tumaas, invest ka lang ng invest. So, ang tawag doon, dollar cost averaging. Okay? Or DCA. You can search it in the Google then, no? To learn more about the logic of that. But bringing back to our main topic, ito yung life cycle natin. So makikita natin dito meron tayong 8 sa data analytics life cycle natin. Define, measure, collect, prepare, analyze, communicate, implement, and test. So para mas madaling ma-absorb ng karamihan, once we define, 'di ba? Example, pag pupunta tayo sa mga clinic, magpapa-check up tayo. So, pasok ka. Tatanungin, "Sir, ano pong sadya niyo dito? Ano yung kailangan niyo?" Sasabihin mo yung problema, nahihilo kasi ako, eh, tapos parang laging masakit yung batok ko." So, after nun, ilalab ka ngayon, 'di ba? Te-test ngayon kukunin yung dugo mo and then te-test, 'di ba? May measure. Ano ba, mataas ba um sorry, pagka-measure kukunin natin yung ano yung mga dapat nating tignan pala na signs, kung mataas ba yung mga blood pressure, mataas ba yung, um, triglyceride, 'di ba? Ang iyong cholesterol, ayan. So, data collection, ayan na, kinuha na yung dugo natin. Pagka-prepare naman, so pin-prepare na yung ano natin, nilagay na dun sa centrifuge, pinrocess na yung dugo natin, and then inanalyze na siya. 'No? So pagka-analyze, nakita na yung results natin, ko-communicate na ngayon sa doktor and then ko-communicate sa atin kung ano yung finding. So kaya sir kaya sir nahihilo ka or masakit yung batok mo kasi ano ka, mataas yung cholesterol mo, mataas yung triglyceride mo, 'di ba? Usually yan yung mga common para malaman kung high blood ka, 'di ba? So, ayan. 'Pag nalaman na natin, bibigyan tayo ng prescription, 'di ba? Ano ba yung dapat nating gawin? Uminom ng gamot, mag-exercise, balanced diet. So, implement natin lahat yon. Pagka-implement natin, and nalaman na goods na yung result natin after natin matest, edi tapos na yung cycle. Pero if hindi pa rin okay yung pakiramdam mo, iikot uli yung cycle, 'di ba? De-define ano pa yung nararamdaman mo after uminom ka ng gamot, after mo gawin yung exercise, yung diet. So if meron pa, probably meron pang underlying disease bukod dun sa initial test, 'di ba? So magkakaroon pa ng deeper analyzations or insights para dun sa health mo. So ayan. Okay. So, communication. Why is it very important? Gaya ng sabi ko sa inyo, nagsimula ako, hindi naman ako magaling sa programming. Wala akong mataas na background sa programming, wala akong mataas na background sa math. Pero, kaya kong i-communicate kung ano yung naiisip ko. Na in a way na maiintindihan siya ng stakeholders and ng mga taong nakapaligid sa akin, which can contribute to the business decision or to the business insight. So, if you are good at communicating, wala kang background sa math or di ka marunong din ng programming, it is a good start na, no? Kasi you have already one of the most essential skill in data analytics. Pero kung hindi ka talaga matuto ng programming, yung programming naman dito is SQL lang. SQL, Python, usually yung dalawang yun lang. In data visualization case, sa Tableau, calculated fields, and Power BI DAX. So, basically parang nag-e-excel ka lang dun. Kaya medyo parang Excel functions lang din yung ginagawa mo sa mga yon. Unti lang yung difference sa syntax lang, no. So, pwede mo na rin siyang ma-apply kaagad. Kung hindi ka talaga nag-Excel dito, pwede kang mag-business analyst. Mamaya tutakal natin yung mga roles, no. Ayan. So, tapos na tayo sa fundamentals. Sa Excels naman, ano yung hinahanap natin when we are cleaning data with Excel? So, hinahanap natin yung mga duplicates, formatting inconsistent cases, extra spaces, data formats, etc. No? So, meron din mga minsan unprintable characters. So, dapat din natin siya tanggalin. And yung mga null data. Pag sinabi nating null data, yung mga blank data, yung mga walang laman. 'Di ba minsan bungi-bungi yung mga data natin sa Excel. So dapat yun yung mga nililinis natin or tinatanggal. For the demo of this, siguro we'll do next session na lang, no, to accommodate yung ating actual or practical na itong theoretical na inaaral natin ngayon. So next natin dito sa SQL, bago tayo dumako dito, kailangan muna malaman natin ano ba yung big data. Okay? So yung big data, guys, siya yung age natin ngayon. Kaya meron data analytics dahil sa big data. Noong nagkaroon ng social media, nagkaroon ngayon ng data explosion. Ano yung data explosion na yun? So, sobrang dami na nung data na nakukuha or napaprocess everyday sa mga social media alones, no? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, ayan. Sobrang dami. Wala na palang Twitter, X na pala. Sobrang daming napaprocess na data. And ito yung mga categories para malaman natin kung big data na ba siya. Okay. So, unang-una yung volume, yung amount ng data na nare-receive natin. So, it answers the question, how much data do we have now? So, kunyari sa Excel natin, di ba? Pag sa Excel natin or sa mga spreadsheets natin, meron na tayong 1 million records. Tingin ko hindi pwede umabot ng 1 million records sa Excel. May limitations lang sa Excel. That's why also na-invento itong big data tools natin such as SQL, Tableau, Power BI para ma-handle yung limitations ni Excel. Kasi Excel can do almost everything, di ba? But it has its limitations kasi wala namang all-in-one tool talaga na gano'n na kaya niya lahat gawin. It still has its limitation. So dito sa volume, basically sinasabi lang natin gaano kalaki, 'di ba? 5 million copies of books sold, 8 million total transaction, 'di ba? Ang lalaki ng data na 'yan. Pag mga millions na, automatically nag-aano sa utak natin, ayan, laki. Laki na nung data na 'yon. So yung variety naman, ito yung structure of data that we receive. What types of data do we receive? Kanina sinabi ko nung nag-i-start yung career ko, usually structured data lang, no? Pero nung dumating yung social media, yung mga social media, ang dami ng data na kino-consume, 'di ba? Meron ng text, meron ng video, meron ng images, 'di ba? Merong mga status niyo sa Facebook, yung mga ini-status niyo, data rin 'yan, okay? So, papasok sila sa unstructured and sa semi-structured, ayan. So, sa velocity, ito yung bilis ng pagkuha natin ng data. So, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, ang bilis ng data ngayon sa social media. Example natin dito, si Meta nag-generate daw ng 1 terabyte of data, photo, video, text per day. Back in 2023 pa to. So, isipin nyo na lang ngayon. Yung X, it generates 3 terabytes of tweets per day. 'Di ba? Sobrang laki. Yung 1 terabyte na binibili natin mga hard drive, SSD, pang ilang taon na natin yun. Minsan forever pa. 'Di ba? Ayan. So, sample ng SQL database queries natin is ito. So, yung select dito, basically, siya lang naman yung columns natin sa Excel, no? Kung i-compare lang natin sa Excel, no? Yung from, ito yung spreadsheet name or yung file name ng ating Excel. Yung where, ito yung column and ini-specify lang natin ano yung filter na kailangan sa kanya. Okay? Nagegets ba? So, ayan, pag naran natin tong query na to, ang tawag dito is SQL query. Okay? Pag naran natin siya, maglalabas siya ng tabular form. Okay? So, basically, parang Excel din yung nakikita nyo, pero it handles large amount of data. Okay. So, ayan, makikita natin dito, finilter natin where date specimen is not null. So, makikita natin, wala na ngayong null na date specimen. Okay. So, sample naman tayo ng Tableau dashboards, no? Mabilisan lang. Ito nung COVID pa to, no? So, yung DOH, gumagamit siya ng Tableau sa kanilang data visualizations during that time, no? So, ito yung na-extract nating data nun. sa kanilang dashboard. So, 4 million total cases ng COVID, active cases. So, mapapansin nyo, pag gumagamit tayo ng dashboards, ang dali malaman ng insights, di ba? Unlike, pag bibilangin kita nito isa-isa, ilan yung total cases ng COVID ngayon? Di ba mahirap? Kasi pag sinelect all mo yan, ang tagal niyan maglo-load, di ba? Unlike pag meron tayong dashboards, ang bilis makita ng insights. Ang bilis makapag-create ng business decisions. That's why it is very important yung ating mga data visualizations. Kasi hindi mo naman maaasahan yung mga CEO, COO nyo na makaintindi ng mga SQL na yan, ng mga data format na yan. They just want to know the overview. Ano yung big numbers that actually matter. Diba? So, ito ngayon yung pinapresent natin sa mga executives. Ayan. Yan yung other view natin. So, sino ba yung mga dapat maging data analyst? Basically, anyone naman who is ready to dive into data analytics and who is eager to learn new things. And there are no limits, restrictions because of your background. And kung naka-follow na kayo sa akin before pa, no, sa Millennial Business Academy, I posted there an article wherein na yung 70 plus na Singaporean is nag-career shift pa siya sa data analytics. Isipin nyo, 70 plus na siya, nakapag-career shift pa siya sa data analytics. Possibly, siguro, pwede, matalino talaga, no? Kaya nakapag-transition pa siya ng career. Pero, it's still a possibility and it is a reality, di ba? Kasi nangyari na eh. So, ibig sabihin, may mga gano'ng cases talaga, may mga piling cases na nangyari siya. So, different cases, different companies. So, at most companies na Fortune 500, they strive for diversion and inclusivity, no? That's why it is open for all career shifters or all backgrounds. Ayan. So, before we proceed with our other topics, let's have Q&A. Please ask your questions in the chat or in the comment section.
All right, guys. So if you do have questions, clarifications, violent reactions, please comment down below. Yan, comment nyo yung questions nyo if you do have questions. So, Coach JC will be able to answer that real time. Ayan. Ayan, so Coach, meron na tayong question dito. May links po ba kayo para sa SQL and Power BI na pwedeng pag-aralan? Ayan, can
Yes
you
po,
answer?
meron po. Mamaya, no, share natin. Meron pa tayong additional slides para sa mga ganyang question.
All right. Any questions, guys? And meron pa tayong question, sir. What data analysts really do IRL?
Ano yung IRL?
I think acronym yan. Pero siguro what Oliver's trying to say is ano yung really on a nutshell, ano yung ginagawa ng isang data analyst?
Okay. Ayun, basically, sinabi na natin kanina, no? Yung mga ginagawa ng data analyst. So, we use tools like Excel, SQL, Tableau to analyze yung mga raw data and transform it into business insights para magamit ng executives and stakeholders to come up with a business decision. And, ayun. So,
Ayan.
real life din siya, no? Sa business siya ginagamit usually, yung mga data analytic tools na yan.
Ayan. So, I think wala nang question. So, the next question is, how much estimatedly yung sahod ng isang entry-level data analyst po?
Okay. Sige, meron tayong slide dyan para mamaya. So,
Alright.
sasagutin ko yan mamaya. Pero
Alright.
may isang sagot dito na do you prefer to have it managed by an agency or a freelancer? Sa akin kasi, that's why I'm still not quitting on my job because I enjoy both worlds, no? It has pros and cons din kasi. When you are in a corporate world, you get the benefits of course, kahit di natin masyado ramdam yung benefits ng SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth. At least meron, di ba? So,
Mhm.
at the same time, meron ka nun, and at the same time, meron kang HMO. Usually, pag
Mhm.
freelancer ka, hindi automatic na binibigay yung mga HMO benefit. And yung HMO benefit na yun, na gamit ko siya personally in my life where we spent 6 digits no nung sa father ko nung na-hospital siya. So para sa akin, very good pa rin siya kasi at least meron kang makukuha mong ganong kalaki na hindi mo magagalaw masyado yung savings mo, di ba? At the same time, kung isasabay mo naman yung freelancing, para sa akin kasi yung freelancing, parang it's a way, a means to get what I want in life, to get my dreams, to get my my house, my car, my para makapundar ng pangpamilya, 'di ba? Or pang business. Kasi pag 9 to 5 lang tayo, medyo matagal eh. Ako medyo hindi ako willing na umabot sa point na sobrang tagal ng paghihintay ng pagyaman, no. So, 'yun.
Ayan. So we do also have another questions. Do educational background po really matters when it comes sa pagiging data analyst?
Yes and no. Yes, sa Philippines, automatic 'yan. Kahit taga-prito ka ng potato corner, kailangan college graduate ka. Pero if you work in an international company, usually hindi na sila nagdi-discriminate dun eh. So hindi na nagma-matter. That's why nag-boom yung VA dito sa Philippines, 'di ba? Kasi they do not discriminate in your college background or in your education. As long as you have the skills, you have the portfolio to prove na you are worth it, na you are worth investing their time off, 'di ba? So, yun talaga yun.
Ayan, so meron tayong comment from Angelica Polido. I've been a data analyst po for around 7 years, workforce real-time analyst. I've used po ng acquired skills when I help my friends with meta sales analyst to strategize po ng ads, locations. Hope this helps. Okay, well, congratulations, Ma'am Angelica, and hopefully
Congrats.
makapag-usap tayo. So, sir, yeah, we can go ahead and move on to your next slide if meron pa.
Okay, sige.
All
So,
right.
yung sa ads din pala 'no, singit ko lang din. Nakatulong din siya sa akin 'no, yung ads ko is cost me below 10 pesos per, ads result 'no, per click or per conversion. So, nakatulong siya kasi parang alam ko na kaagad yung tatargetin ko kasi I have analyzed it already. So, ayun lang, next natin. So, congrats din, Angelica. And then, why it's cool to be a data analyst. So, basically, valuable specialist for all businesses. Analysts were in demand even during pandemic. No need to master programming, as I have said. I do not have strong programming background when I started, pero natututunan naman lahat ng bagay. And no age limits. So, strong local and global community, in-demand job worldwide. You can work in international companies, flexible hours, remote work, you can still use your domain expertise. So, as a manager din, no, sa mga tao ko, hindi ko naman na sila nire-require na tumutok pa sa computer nila kung tapos na yung task nila. Kasi basically, just do your job and then you're done para sa akin. No need na sayangin mo pa yung oras mo. Pero we do have learning goals na they need to keep in line of, no. So, basically hindi naman buong kunyari 1 hour lang sila nag-work, they have to complete their learning goals pa rin. So, 'wag niyo isipin na wala nang gagawin kung sakali, ayan. So, how to join data analytics with no IT experience? So, eto may parang tanong din 'to nung nakaraan. Have a Basically, have a portfolio with showcases how you use the tools, do pet projects, use open source datasets. So, build LinkedIn account because it is your free business profile. Kung matatandaan nyo, umpisa pa lang, nilatag ko na kaagad yung LinkedIn profile ko because that is how it is important, no? Basically, hindi na ako naghahanap ng trabaho 'no, yung trabaho na yung naghahanap sa'kin 'pag 'di good sa'kin yung trabaho, eh, 'di wag mong tatanggapin. So gano'n lang 'yun, 'yun yung advantage kung may maganda kang profile. Kasi hindi mo na kailangan maghanap ng trabaho, sila na mismo yung lalapit kung nakalatag na lahat ng achievements mo, lahat ng skills mo. So ayun, do not hesitate to use job seeking websites din. Huwag kayong matakot mag-apply, 'di naman mangangain 'yan, 'di ba? Apply lang ng apply kahit mag-mass apply kayo diyan sa mga job seeking websites, LinkedIn, JobStreet, Indeed, ayan. Napakaraming jobs for data analysts related. Focus not only on achievements but on the value that you will give to the company that you'll know you'll be working for in the future. So alamin mo kung ano ba yung mga contribute mo sa company na yon. And usually that's one of the questions I ask also in the interviews para dun sa mga nag apply sa akin as a data analyst or data steward. So ready na ba kayo maging top-notch data analyst? Bakit ba nagma-matter yung data analyst ngayon? So, data analytics is the fastest growing career field in the Philippines. 300% increase in job posting since 2022 and a salary premium of 40% compared to non-data roles in same industry. At the same time, remote work opportunities. Alam ko karamihan kaya nag-VA dahil gusto nila mag-work from home. Pero kalimitan kasi sa VA din, unfortunately marami tayong nababalitaan na mamatay due to overwork 'no. Sa data analyst, I think this can give you the life that you want because bibigyan ka na ng remote work opportunity at the same time high paying na siya. So, you have a choice na 'wag na mag-multiple jobs kasi buhay-buhay ka na talaga dito. So, pero siyempre kung career oriented ka talaga, grind ng grind, so I understand it din naman. Eto yung mga career paths na sinasabi natin na hindi lang naman data analyst yung pwede mong pasukan, 'di ba? So, data analyst skip na natin. We have been discussing it for the past 40 minutes. So, data scientist, it uses statistical and machine learning techniques to identify patterns and trends in data. Usually, gumagamit tayo dito ng Python, ng R, and other machine learning algorithms. So, sa data engineer naman, basically sila yung nagwo-work sa infrastructure. Ang ginagamit namin usually dito, Databricks, Aurora, and Python din, PyCharm, ayan, to build infrastructure and system that enables data collection, storage, and analysis. Sa BA, business analyst, ito sinasabi ko sa inyo, kung malakas communication skills nyo, wala ka rin pasahod dito and usually sila yung mga nakukuha sa abroad kasi they work hand in hand with the stakeholders. So, business intelligence developer, ito usually yung ginagamit ng mga um, companies 'no, na in-explain ko kanina yung Excel, SQL, Tableau. Those tools are being used by business intelligence developers and mining it to obtain valuable insights. So data visualization, focus lang tayo dito sa mga Power BI, Tableau, Looker, ayan, yung mga graphs. And data governance analyst responsible for maintaining data quality and integrity. So if you want to launch a successful career and become an expert in data analytics, pwede kayo sumali sa Data Analytics Masterclass ko Batch 4 starting May 26, 2025. So, goals ng MBA, spread data literacy around the world. That's why we are doing this webinar as well. And give people a chance to learn yung careers that are available for them to give you an option to decide what is best for you. And help people to become irreplaceable in the future. As you all know, kung hindi tayo mag-upskill, most likely mare-replace tayo ng mga people na nag-upskill, no? Gaya nung nangyari nung internet, no? Nung nagkaroon ng age of internet, ang daming manual jobs na nawala and na-replace ng mga jobs na napupunta sa internet, no? Na nagwo-work using internet. So it also we also help by people by giving them cheaper options to learn while still delivering high quality education with help of globally certified mentors such as myself. So, yun yung isa talaga sa goals natin na mas spread natin yung data literacy at a low cost kung pwede nga lang free, kaso nga lang may mga bayad din kasi yung mga tools and yung mga mentors natin, no? So, course advantages, top international expert as your teachers, beginner-friendly approaches, strong community of upskillers and job changers, real-time session, question can be asked real-time, and an opportunity to choose your niche in the data world. So, ayan, multiple career paths tayo dito sa ating bootcamp. So, ito yung core syllabus natin, fundamentals, Excel, SQL, Tableau, and at the same time, as a manager, I will help you build your career profile, no? Program flow natin, live session, study real time with your mentors, ask question, interact with your cohorts, and every end of the sprint, you will have graded activity to show what you have learned. And step-by-step learning. First, learn the basics and start feeling confident. It all starts with the mind, then we'll develop your technical skills. So, practice and feedback, no? We'll give you practical tasks and then after each module, bibigyan namin kayo ng feedback kung saan kayo dapat mag-improve. And career consultations will support and help you to find job and will help you get familiar with the market via our career modules. So, how to become a data analyst? Number one, doing everything on your own, 'di ba? Libre lang lahat ng information sa internet. Pwede niyong i-gather yung info step by step, search niyo yung key terms, definitions, trial and error. Pero yung risk kasi niya, it's hard to start earning as a data analyst and find your career path with no professional guidance. Pero yung number two, asking for help from experts. So we will help you enter the IT world and get in demand, exciting, and highly paid profession in data analytics. So gaya ko guys, nagsimula rin ako sa pag-attend ng mga courses, no? Hanggang sang nakuha ko na yung grasp niya, na master na, and that's why binabalik ko lang din sa community na pagtulong, no? And why are we doing this webinar? To raise awareness na merong mga jobs para sa fresh graduates, career shifters katulad nyo, to give you an option to decide what is best for you. And are you the type of person that can learn by yourself? Are you the type of person who learns fast but needs guidance of a mentor teacher to give you cheaper but quality education from the rest of the market? Ayan. So, meron tayong 100,000 data analytics related jobs combined. Napakarami, di ba? Ayan, ito na yung sasahod tanong ni Sir kanina. 30K to 50K yung entry level salary natin, no? And this is not baseless. Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo yung reference natin. 60K to 200K senior level salary. So, ayan. Ayan, nakuha natin to sa JobStreet and sa Indeed, no? So, ang sabi dito, ang senior natin is from 43 to 250,000. Pero dito naglalaro yung karamihan ng companies, around 73 to 158K. Pag entry level ka naman, naglalaro siya ng 24K to 54K. And ito yung average ng mga companies, 34 to 44,000. 'Di ba? Pwede na, 'di ba? Kailangan pa ba mag-multiple jobs? Kailangan, 'no? Pag sobrang taas ng goal mo, pero kung sobrang baba lang naman ng, cost of living mo, I think sobrang laki na nito. In just a few years makakakuha ka na ng sarili mong bahay, makakakuha ka na ng kotse mo, and makapag-travel-travel ka na din, 'di ba? Not bad. Ito sa Upwork guys, 'no? Recently lang 'to. So, top 10 most in-demand skills by category for 2025. Sabi nila top 10 pero 6 lang yung nilagay nila ditong industry. Ayan, accounting and consulting, coding and web development, customer service and admin support, data science and analytics, design and creative, sales and marketing. Ayan. Ito yung mga dapat nyong i-check na mga trabaho. And magkano ba yung average market price ng mga courses sa data analytics? So, simpleng Google, makakakuha tayo ng result. Around 27 to 60K daw ang usual, no? Sobrang mahal. And actually, nabudol tayo nung iba diyan. Ang mahal pero di worth it. So, ayun, that's why nagka-ano rin tayo, nagkaroon din tayo ng urge na gumawa ng sulit na data analytics program, hango dun sa mga pinagdaanan kong certifications, trainings from Google, IBM, 'di ba, Oracle. So lahat ng mga natutunan ko and from my experiences, pinaghalo-halo ko na dito lahat sa bootcamp na 'to. So, meron tayong promo ngayon for this webinar. Usually 12.5 yung regular price natin. So ngayon, magiging na lang siyang 8,000 for this bootcamp, and we have an installment program wherein you can pay just 3,500 for installment, and you can enroll for as low as 3,500 as well. So ayan, if you want to start your career in data analytics, you can start by having us mentor you. 'Di ba kung i-compare natin kanina sa sahod nyo, ang sabi sa sahod 24,000 ang starting salary. So, isang cut-off lang, ROI ka na kaagad, 'di ba? So, ganyan tayo kamura. At the same time, we have multi-certified mentors globally, and at the same time yung mga credentials din nila mabibigat din, no? Kagaya nung sa atin. And ayan, hopefully kung na-attend na kayo ng mga webinars ko, alam niyo naman na yung drill, no, and yung mga feedbacks ng ating mga students, yung mga good feedbacks na parang yung mga tinuro daw is same lang daw dun sa mga lumabas sa exams nila, dun sa mga companies na in-applyan nila. So, it's very flattering and nakakataba ng puso. So, ayan. Meron tayong program na enroll today, try for 14 days. So, pag nag-start yung program natin, after 14 days, money back guaranteed tayo if hindi kayo satisfied. Full refund, no questions asked. Okay? So, ganyan kami ka-confident na maganda yung content natin and yung program natin. So, ayan. If you are willing to enroll, you can just scan this code and send a screenshot to me and my page, Millennial Business Academy. So, ayun lang. Hopefully, marami kayong natutunan, guys. Sakto, no? 9 p.m.
Alright, saktong-sakto talaga. So guys, grabe, it's just 1 hour of conversation or presentation, but grabe, sulit na sulit yung mga nakuha namin sa'yo, and parang bitin lang ng konti, boss. So I
Oo. Dapat
believe
kasi may demo pa yan, eh.
yeah.
Sa usual
And
webinar ko meron.
uh But you know, it's just right, boss, kasi introduction pa lang to. So we
Mm.
can do a second part wherein we can do some presentations and um, explanations about how things, how data analytics works. And you have mentioned about a funnel last
Mm.
time.
Yes. So, yung ginagamit natin dito is product of AHA, no? And at the same time din, yung gagamitin natin to teach the students is a product of AHA, which is it will make our learning gamified and at the same time interactive. Kasi usually 'di ba ng mga courses medyo boring, medyo nonood-nood ka lang, tapos mo pwede mo nga dayain, tapos mo na. Pero dito kasi may nakalak
Next level.
tayo, no? Oo. Pag hindi mo pa siya tapos, hindi ka pa maka-proceed dun sa next modules natin. So that's why it's very good. And at the same time, yung AHA talaga, yun talaga yung nakatulong para mas ma-upgrade ko pa tong business ko.
Yeah, I see. So, come to think of it, guys, if mamimili na lang kayo ng coach, piliin nyo yung coach na meron established at certifications, established background, merong certifications. At the same time, meron pang company, which is a go high level sub account company, white label company, di ba? So, yeah, do we accept questions, sir? Meron tayong dalawang question dito na
Sure,
maybe we can address. So,
sure.
from Sir Axel, based on sa statement po na as long as complete yung work nila, okay na, does it means na project-based yung data analytics as a whole?
Not necessarily, sir, no. Depende siya usually sa company, case to case basis. Pero sa amin kasi project based siya. So sa amin, meron kaming mga daily tasks na kailangan tapusin. So daily routine, no. Pag natapos nila 'yon and then do bukod dun sa daily task namin, may mga initiatives pa akong nilatag. So, it's up to them kasi kung mabilis nilang tatapusin or hindi. Kasi sa akin, kung matapos mo yung inassign ko sa yung trabaho, bakit pa kita papagstayin kung ginawa mo naman yung trabaho mo and perform at the highest level, di ba? Sa akin lang yun, as a manager. Pero meron kasing mga ibang manager na parang anak ng may-ari ng kumpanya na hanggat may bakante, pagtatrabahuin kayo ng pagtatrabahuin, walang pahinga, no? So, depende yun sa boss nyo pa rin, sir.
Yeah, depende talaga. So, do you have any questions, guys? Other questions that you want to ask for Sir JC?
Meron pala to si Mona.
Yeah.
Sample, undergrad na, pero years of experience na din as admin or data analyst with experience sa Tableau or Excel. Sample, really want to do a freelancing as a hide asing. Kaso hirap maghanap ng client. Ayan, usual problem naman to ng mga ng mga freelancer. Merong skills pero ang hirap maghanap ng client. And I think si Sir Ralph, no, pinaka-expert natin dyan sa paghahanap ng mga clients. And I think meron ka bang separate session dito para sa paghahanap ng clients, sir?
Yeah, we will create one. I will focus on our guest speaker pamuna, sir, kasi I wanted to expand the learnings of our viewers. Ayan. And anyways, guys, yeah, you can message me anytime you want, guys. You can feel freely message our page, and we can schedule a one-on-one coaching if gusto mo talagang matuto, and that's for free. Ayan. So thank you so much, sabi ni Sir Axel. Nice, thank you so much. Thanks for the clarification po. All right. So, sir, final remarks, sir, or promotion, or maybe how can they reach out to you? Ano yung mga ways to communicate to you?
Okay, they can follow my page, Millennial Business Academy, if you are interested in data analytics. And if you just happen to like me as a person, follow my other page, Millennial TV. I post my daily vlogs there. So, ayan. Yung may 16K followers, meron kasing fake page eh. Pero wag yun yung follow nyo. So, ayan. Yung 16K followers, please follow Millennial TV. Ayan.
All right. Well, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your time, your effort, and we got a lot of informations from you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And before we go, guys, I just wanted to thank all of our sponsors. Meron tayong mga pa-sponsors dyan on the side. So thank you so much to ayan. Thank you so much sa Tap Send, Digo City Freelancer, Finlo, Virtual Teammate, Mini Rookies, and most especially, AHA Innovation. So once again, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and may God bless us always. See ya next time.